Hey everybody, this is Graybeard Gaming, and we are back on another episode of Vanilla. And if you're wondering, if you're just joining us, what Vanilla would entail, it's a base game, no mods, nothing, no help, nothing like that. We are also not able to do any contracts unless we have the proper equipment. Like I said, it's very vanilla. So, well, I guess not proper, because we can do weeding jobs with our hoe, but we have to have equipment that can handle the task that is being done for us. And today we have our new AgroStar, and I have not yet used this tractor for anything. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to head to our first contract, which is Field 7. I'm not even sure what that is yet because I just signed back in, and it looks like it's a hoeing job. So let's get hoeing. I know that sounds terrible. Sounded so much worse once I said it out loud. But it is what it is, as Frantic Farms would say. And if you do get a chance, check out Frantic Farms. I do enjoy his TikTok, or not TikTok, but his YouTube videos. He's just started a new one with his girlfriend, and I have been enjoying the chemistry that they seem to portray together, and it's very entertaining. So, and he's just one of many YouTubers that I enjoy to watch. I have watched a lot of the larger channels such as Fearsome Rhino and Spencer and Squad and DJ Goham. But I would say Frantic Farms, Syrup are probably two of my favorites. They just, I don't know, there's a certain air to them. They have an it factor that I can't really explain when it comes to Farming Simulator. They just do a really great job. So if you get the chance, check them out. Maybe I'll even link them in the description for you guys to check them out. But yeah, I've been enjoying this series, and the person that actually gave me the idea of doing a vanilla series is Raxamilius, and he is another smaller channel that does a fantastic job. Absolutely love his videos as well. So if you get the chance, check out all three of them. You will not be disappointed. At least I don't think you'll be disappointed. So this is why I got this tractor. I wanted a tractor that could do jobs like this, and honestly, I wanted a tractor that had a front linkage that could free up my John Deere loader tractor, so that I could use that for working on other tasks closer to the farm. Plus, it's getting close to, it's got over 20 hours on that tractor. I bought that tractor brand new. That one I started with, it has done the most work of any of my tractors, and obviously because that one was my first one. And I bought the Challenger primarily to run the wood chipper. And if I'm using the Challenger to do hoeing contracts and whatnot, then having the wood chipper doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm only going to do, you know, this contract here, and probably when I go to the next field, I will set myself on a hire a guy and do that mission that way. But yeah, I wanted to have basically a money-making tractor. It's really essentially what this tractor is. I'm also going to wind up purchasing a few pieces of equipment that it's just a bit of a struggle for the John Deere to handle. But yeah, I've used this tractor on, you know, other maps, obviously, because this is the first time I've ever actually done Riverbend Springs. But I've used this tractor a few other times on other maps, and while it does not allow for front loader at the price point with the horsepower, I mean, it's not upgradable, so what you see is what you get. But as far as a non-upgradable tractor with front linkage, I mean, you're hard pressed to find a better one, and at this price point, I don't know if it's even possible to find a better one. Now, yes, I can do hoeing contracts with the John Deere. The John Deere, unfortunately, though, is a little bit on the light side for a lot of contracts. I do enjoy using the John Deere. I also have a few issues with the John Deere, and the stop and go is, you know, the transmission is probably my least favorite part about that tractor. The weight is also pretty low, so you can't use it to run the hoe unless you have something on the front end. But then having something on the front end, like say the fertilizer spreader here, it's too heavy for the front, so you're kind of just always stuck in that everything's too heavy for that tractor. It has the horsepower necessary to run a lot of stuff, but I do find myself feeling like it's just not powerful enough. Another task that it struggles with, that I'm just basically saying, okay, I'm just going to deal with this, is hauling logs. It does seem to struggle quite a bit with that, but for the amount of times that I actually have to haul a piece of wood to get it to the paper mill, I mean, it's fine because the paper mill is right next to my farm. But when I buy land that's further away, I might have to rethink my strategy there. Now, all right. My battery on my mouse, I think, is dying. Hoping that I can get through the rest of this this episode with it. So our next one is Field 21. Well, it looks like we are going to head up to our next location, which the closest one would be Field 12. Yeah. And that's a quick and easy little spreading of fertilizer, so we will get that one rather quickly, I do believe. But yeah, I really wanted to put this, through a quick little run of jobs, see how it handled, see how it did various tasks. I'm not concerned about it long term. I know what it can do. But I also like to run it so that you guys can see it. Sorry, I am a little bit tired this morning. I had a child climbed in and wound up kicking me last night while I was sleeping because they thought it was okay, apparently. And so you take a shot of ribs from a kid, you're a little tired in the morning. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to turn on the fertilizer spreader. I do not like running the spreader from the front, but for convenience of not sitting there and having to unhook and rehook it up, we're just going to wing it. We're going to go with it. Why not? And I can turn that off just so I can get a better view of what I'm doing. So guys, tell me, how'd you like the Super Bowl last night? Did it end the way you wanted it to? Were you sad that there was not a three-peat? I know that there's a lot of people out there that really wanted to see the three-peat. Myself, I did not. Nothing against Kansas City. I was really hoping that my Detroit Lions were going to be in the Super Bowl, and so I had no skin in the game. And to be honest, I was hoping that my Lions were in the game, but they were not. So I guess what that then left me with was a feeling of, I didn't really care who won, so long as it wasn't the Chiefs, because I really just, I mean, let's be honest, it's the Chiefs. They've won enough, and I'm a Lions fan. I want my Lions to win. Alright, so this field is a fertilizing contract. Alright. Now, I probably won't have enough fertilizer to do the next fertilizing contract, so I'll probably have to purchase some more, which is fine. Really, if you're able to make a little bit of money, like when I'm doing contracts, I like to be able to, when it comes to fertilizing, I like to be able to make a little bit of money and replenish all the fertilizer I've used to do those contracts. And I don't think that there's really much you can do that's, different. And that's really the only way I look at it is, these contracts that you do for fertilizing, as long as you're able to replenish your fertilizer stores a little bit, that's like this one here, $1,600. I didn't use anywhere near 1,000 liters, and 1,000 liters like 1920. That's how I look at it. So, I mean, this contract and the previous one, that one gave me, I think, another over $1,000. So between those two, I didn't use 1,000 liters. Now, this one's only going to give me $800. I actually will be able to finish that one, so I'm not going to buy any more right now. That contract there is not one I'm going to do right away. So what we're going to do is we're going to head off. Oops, I did not need to go there. I needed to open this up to, I'm trying to keep an eye on my time here. I gotta get a kid ready for school here shortly. So my next field is, it looks like my next one is to the northwest. And that's a small hoeing contract. And I really meant to look for a new land mass that I could, get some trees off of. That wasn't going to cost me a fortune. I'd make more money off of it doing the trees than I would, would have to worry about losing. But so far I have not. So we are, I was hoping to try and keep it somewhat close to our farm too, or at least where we can, sell the wood chips. I mean, that doesn't mean though that I can't not be lazy and find a place to sell the wood chips or the logs. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of our next step, is to have another location. And once I can purchase another piece of land, it'd be ideal. I don't really necessarily care if there's a field on it. We can resolve that issue on our own relatively quickly and easily. We'll just simply get a plow, and worst case scenario is we probably make it into a grass field. If it's a if it's a forested plot, then we can make it into a grass field. I also would consider just making it back into forested land. Purchase 40 saplings and do it that way, and replant it, and then in 3 years or whatever, we have a piece of property that we can harvest a few $100,000 in lumber off of. We're also doing opportunistic purchasing. I would like to get more chickens. I feel like, we have chickens, that's fine, but I don't have a lot of chickens. I'd like to get more. And I do have enough money to make my current payment for this month. So while I'm heading up, I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick. And we will pay back $20,000. All right, so yeah, we've paid back $20,000. So we are sitting at $680,000 that we owe, and that is my goal, $20,000 a month. I think if I do a $20,000 a month payment, having I have $2,100 left. I'll have some months I might just be like, you know what, there's nothing to buy on the used market, so I'll just go ahead and replace what maybe spend a little extra money on the loan. I mean, that's a possibility. Nothing's out there saying I can't do that. Oh, where is the piece of land that I am missing on this? I'm gonna say alright, I gotta see where there's weeds on this field, as I cannot. Fine. Obviously I missed somewhere. And there it was. Alright. Well, let's head back closer to our farm. You guys get the idea? You've seen this tractor working now in the fields. That's really what I wanted to do, was to introduce this tractor properly and give it an opportunity to actually do a little bit of farmyard work. So I do want to tell you guys thank you for tuning in, and I will go ahead and try to link those 3 channels that I mentioned for you guys to check out. I really do hope you guys do check them out, because they are awesome channels to be sure. Alright, well, get myself unstuck here, and I will see you guys next time. As always, this is Graybeard Gaming, wishing you the very best of days. Be safe out there, guys. See you next time.